How's it going, everyone? My name's Trevor Smith. We're outside here in Charles City today on this overcast / sunny day today, right next to the Cedar River. Looks like it's flowing pretty good. And today I kind of want to talk about bullying and what it was like with Tourette's. So let's start with what Tourette's is. Quite simply, Tourette's is just a neurological disorder you're born with. Tourette's is characterized by having vocal and or motor tics for a certain amount of time. Unfortunately, I was born with Tourette's, and my tics have slowly grown worse and worse over the years. Different stages where tics were, I should say, more parts of my body were moving. So when I was younger, it was kind of just a couple muscles, I guess I'd say, parts of my body. My hands, neck, and eyes were the ones that were starting out when I was about 7 or 8 years old. And my tics have slowly developed new tics, more motor tics, and as well as vocal tics. Most notably a throat clearing one in that regard, but now it seems like my whole body is moving and in constant motion. But it's not something I can control. It's just something I was born with. So when I started noticing that my tics were when I started noticing my tics were affecting others was when I was in the 4th grade. I only went to public school for 4th grade and 5th grade. My mom was getting ill at the time, so we had to go to public school for a while because we couldn't have been homeschooled. Those 2 years were pretty rough. That's when I discovered bullying and being called out solely because of my tics. To give an example I'm going to give 2 examples. I'm going to give 2 examples of bullying. One when I was a younger kid, and then one when I was an older teen. So the first bit of bullying that happened that I remember and could experience was when I was in the 4th grade. A bunch of kids got together and said that if you came close to Trevor, you'd catch a disease. That disease being my tics. And I remember when kids, not all of them, but I remember a lot of them at the time, where when they got close to me, they'd start moving their hands, moving their head and all of that to kind of mimic what was going on with me. I don't remember how old I was. I was like 10, 11, 12. I don't remember, but I do remember being upset that the other kids were doing this, and I was there just trying to learn and be friendly and make friends and all that. But it was a pretty rough couple of years starting out. And there are other instances where people just say, "Why are you moving?" And I understand I understand the curiosity behind the tics, but flat out saying it's a disease and mimicking it was just really bothering me when I was younger. Now I'll give an example when I was an older teen living with Tourette's. This story kind of scarred this one guy, the bully in this instance. My father and sister and I were at the YMCA in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I remember sitting at, I don't remember the name of the machine, but it's like a shoulder isolation machine to work your shoulders. I was just sitting over there. I was 14, 15. I should say probably early teen, I guess. Working out, and this guy comes over. He's like, "Get an effing haircut." And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was 14, 15 at the time. And I was just kind of sitting there thinking, you know, what am I doing to bother this guy? And I'm not usually the one to continue conflict. So I just kind of let it slide. But the rest of the story happens about a week or two later, when it slipped out about this one guy who told me to get a haircut because my hair was getting longer at the time. It was right before I was getting it down to, I don't know, there. And told my sister, and my sister told my dad when we were at the gym. And then my dad walked over to that gentleman and asked him, why would you say that to a kid? I don't know what happened to him afterwards, but I do know we never saw him at the YMCA again. But that was kind of more, that's my most recent good example of a bully. But as I've gotten older to 18, 19 now, almost 20, you know, people just kind of lay off. Probably because it just looks like a grown man. Oh, it's hot out today. It's been not just hot, but also muggy. And I don't mind a little heat, but I'm not a big fan of the humidity. So, being bullied, you know, it can leave a toll on you. And I'm gonna say this kind of from what I've experienced with it and what I've learned is you can choose to have it leave a toll on you, or you can just kind of move forward. You know, I'm not looking for compliance as in you should change your whole life to accommodate. No, I don't really care what you do as long as you don't bother me. That's been my life motto. What I seek is just for you to understand that Tourette's is just a condition. It's not something you can catch. It's probably not something that warrants a haircut. It's just simply a condition. I was born with it, and I learned to live with it over the years. And I continue to live with it. And that's what I kind of hope that people can understand. Is it's not just something I can control. When people ask about when I was bullied when I was younger, I think some of them are surprised to hear that, at least in my mind, I've forgiven all of them. Because I realize that what they say about me doesn't really matter. I'm my own person. They're their own person. You know, the reason why they choose to bully, there's probably a lot of them. What I've come to learn is that, you know, some of these people just seem to be missing something in their lives. And they're taking out that frustration on me. Now, I don't agree with subjecting others to your own problems, but I guess I can't stop you. But I've forgiven them because in order for me to keep moving forward, I can't hang on to the past. I have to keep moving forward. I've learned that there's nothing wrong with anyone, and I've always known that, but I hope that the bullies can understand that there's nothing wrong. Whether you have Tourette's or autism or something that's quite apparent, you're your own person. You have your own set of challenges that you have to live through. I had challenges I had to work through and figure out how to live life with. I'm in constant motion. I'm not in as much pain anymore, which is good. I think that's due to the surgery helping reduce the severity of my tics. But I've been moving forward with my life, trying to start the next chapter. I don't quite know what it is, but we'll figure it out. I would like to leave you all with the message about if you currently are being bullied, and that is this: don't let it get to you, in that it changes you. What do I mean by that? I mean, what do they know your own life? No. Who knows your life better than anyone else? You. When I was younger, I think I kind of started to let other people's opinions of me kind of dictate my life until I realized they don't have any control over me. Nor do they know what they're making fun of or joking about. Tourette's has certainly been an interesting condition to have, but like I always say, I never wish that I didn't have Tourette's, because Tourette's has given me so many opportunities to learn and grow, opportunities for success, and I continue to try to make the most of everything, even till today. Well, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here. It's quite humid, and I think it's time to head home. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast / vlog, please click like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.